Good morning, dear Loyalites. I know how much exciting it is to be called as a Loyalite. Welcome to this new world where sometimes you have to let go of the picture of what you thought life would be like and learn to find joy in the reality you're actually living in. My dear students, to make this journey towards excellence more meaningful and memorable, believe in yourself and all that you are. Know that there is something inside you that is greater than any obstacle. I am Assistant Professor Annie, and joining me today is my colleague Louis Xavier from School of Human Excellence. School of Human Excellence is an one-off department in Loyola College which shares the Jesuit higher education ideology of preparing men and women for and with others. School of Human Excellence, SHE, as we are commonly called as, aims at bringing about a benevolent transformation, not only the way in which students think and act, but of the very way in which they live in the society as men and women of competence, conscience, and compassion. We are here with you today to talk about the starting point for your goals. I am sure everybody here is with a goal in your mind. A goal not to be better than anyone else, but to be better than who you used to be. Let me repeat, a goal not to be better than anyone else, but to be better than who you used to be.
Emotional intelligence is a big buzzword these days, and with good reason. But what exactly is emotional intelligence? And why is it so vital to achieve your goals? The shortest answer is that it's all about self-awareness. Self-awareness is very important because it is the foundation of personal growth and success. But what is self-awareness? If I ask you how many of us have asked ourselves this question, who am I? How many of us have asked ourselves, what do I want? These are ancient questions, but contemporary ones as well. Let us now watch a video.
Who are you? What do you want from your life? Ask that question. And once you know the answer, write it down. Write down exactly what you want for your life vision, your life purpose. And once you have that, go over it every single day. Every single day. Create pictures in your mind. Write down how you are going to get that life. What do you have to do to claim that life? Who do you have to become to claim that life? You see, most people when asked that question can't answer it. Most people when asked, what do you want from life, cannot answer the question. They don't know what they want for their own life. They're just wandering around here aimlessly. Most people don't even know what they really want for their own life. And guess what people who don't know where they're going to end up? Someplace they don't want to be. That does not have to be you. The first key is to get quiet. Get in a space alone and ask yourself, who am I? What do I really want for my life? What do I need to do to live my best life? What is my purpose? Why must I do this? What example do I want to set to everyone around me, especially those I love, those close to me? What legacy do I want to leave? Once you have that clarity and clear purpose, you can get to work, making every day your best day. Growing and evolving every day, setting the example of a great life every day. loving the life you are living every day. Claim that life today. Don't put it off any longer. You deserve this.
So students, from the video, we understand that self-awareness is a capacity that a person has to introspect. So what's introspection? It's all about reflecting one's own processes. It includes gaining an understanding of and insight into one's strength, qualities, weakness, defects, ideas, thoughts, beliefs, attitude, emotions, and motivations. Thus, introspection also includes assessing how one is perceived by others and how others are impacted based on one's behavior, responses, and conduct. My dear students, show the world how amazing life can be when you have self-awareness. The awareness to follow your intuition. The awareness to take responsibility for everything in your life, I mean everything, and consciously choose the best path for you fearlessly. The self-awareness to take moments to yourself in quiet and trust your inner guidance to make the changes you need to make in your life, to know what is right for you.
உன்னை அறிந்தால் நீ உன்னை அறிந்தால் உலகத்தில் போராடலாம். You know this song. Know thyself is the greatest philosophy in this world. Knowing means what? Knowing one's own attitudes, opinions, feelings, emotions, motives, purpose, desires, needs, strengths, weaknesses, and accurate self-assessment. How to know myself? How to create self-awareness? Number one, you can seek feedback from others. Number two, you can reflect on your own feelings and behaviors. Number three, of course, you can take self-scoring tests. If you want to really reflect on you, think for a moment and identify the areas you normally excel, the areas you normally face difficulties, kind of people, events, and things you like the most and those you dislike. The people, events that bring you happiness or sadness, the nature and extent of openness you have with others. Now, slowly you are creating self-esteem. Self-esteem is based on your attitudes, like your value as a person, the job you do, your achievements, how you think others see you, your purpose in life, your place in the world, your potential for success, your strengths and weaknesses, your social status and how you relate to others, your independence or ability to stand on your own feet. When you develop self-esteem, there are two types of self-esteem you can find. Of course, high and low self-esteem. How do you find high self-esteem? Your feeling of worth, happy, good, confident, results in motivation and drives in excels. Okay? How do you find low self-esteem? Feeling of helplessness, lack of motivation, depressed, fear, meaninglessness. When you feel high self-esteem, how will you react? You will be active, courageous, competent, optimism, high social integration, highly motivated, longer persistence of goals, higher goals, great results.
Now students, let's listen to a very small story. There was once a pregnant lion that was on its last legs. She dies soon after giving birth. The newborn, not knowing what to do, makes its way into a nearby field and mingles with a herd of sheep. The mother sheep sees the cub and decides to raise it all by herself. And so the lion cub grows up along with the other sheep and starts thinking and acting just like a sheep. It would bleat like a sheep and even eat grass. Have you ever heard lions eating grass? It would do. But it was never truly happy. For one, it always felt that there was something missing within itself. And secondly, the other sheep would constantly make fun of it for being so different. They would say, "You're so ugly and your voice sounds so weird. Why can't you bleat properly like the rest of us? You are such a disgrace to our community." The lion cub would just stand there and take in all these remarks, feeling extremely sad. It felt it had let down the sheep community by being so different that it was a waste of space. One day, an older lion from a far-off jungle sees the herd of sheep and decides to attack it. While attacking, it sees the young lion running away along with the other sheep. Curious as to what was happening, the older lion decides to stop chasing the sheep and pursues the younger lion instead. It pounces on the lion and growls, asking it why it is running away with the sheep. The younger lion shakes in fear and says, "Please don't eat me. I am just a young sheep. Please let me go." Upon hearing this, the older lion growls, "That's nonsense. You're not a sheep. You are a lion, just like me." The younger lion simply repeats, "I know, I am a sheep. Please let me go." At this point, the older lion gets an idea. It drags the younger lion to a river nearby and asks it to look at its own reflection. Upon looking at the reflection, the lion, much to its own astonishment, realizes who it really was. It was not just a sheep, it was a mighty lion. The young lion feels so thrilled that it lets out a mighty roar, which it has never done before. The roar echoes from all corners of the jungle and frightens the living daylights out of all the sheep that were hiding behind the bushes to see what was happening. No longer will the sheep be able to make fun of the lion or even stand close to it, for the lion has found what its true nature is and what it is all to be in a herd. So my dear students, the moral of the story is, the older lion in the story is a metaphor for self-awareness, and looking at the reflection in the water is a metaphor for self-reflection. When the younger lion becomes aware of its limiting beliefs through self-reflection, it realizes its true nature. It is no longer influenced by its surroundings and develops a bigger vision in alignment with its nature. Just like the younger lion in this story, you might have been brought up in surroundings that were negative and hence accumulated many negative beliefs about your very own self. Bad parenting sometimes, bad teachers, bad peer groups, media, government, society can all have these negative influences on us when we were young. As an adult, it is easy to lose yourself in negative thoughts and to start feeling like a victim by blaming the past. But that will not just keep you stuck into the current reality. To change your reality and find your tribe, you need to start working on your inner self and focus all your energy towards becoming self-aware. The older lion in the story is not an external entity. It is an internal entity. It lives right inside you. It lives right inside every one of us. The older lion is your true self, your awareness. Allow your awareness to shine light onto all your limiting beliefs and find who you truly are.
Let us focus more on self-discipline, self-respect, self-development and self-love. It's all about you, that is yourself, creating your best self. Why? Because a better you is better for everyone around you. A better you is better for those you love. A better you is better for this world. How you show up each and every day matters. It matters to you and how you feel, but it matters to everyone and everything connected to you, which is the entire planet. Your energy affects everything. The compound effect of how you live your life flows throughout this world in ways so powerful you might not believe. The immediate effect of you living your greatest life and setting the best example has a huge impact and flow on effect to those you love. Your family and friends are better when you are better. You are at happiest, you are most positive, you are healthiest, you are wealthiest. That example and that energy is seen by those you love and it lifts them up. If you are sad, miserable, angry, negative, in poor health and broke, do you think that will have a positive or negative effect on those around you? The compound effect of who you are, what you do and how you feel reaches out like a tree branch and touches so many people. You being at your best has more an impact on this world than you could ever know. Your duty now is yourself. Creating your greatest self is the best way to change this world for generation to come. Shine the light for others to follow. Show the world how amazing life can be when you master yourself.
Show everyone you love what a life looks like when you have self-discipline. Self-discipline, what is it? It means you are willing to delay gratifications on meaningless things that may be just pleasurable at the moment, but lead to a lesser quality of life later. You show the discipline to sacrifice now for a greater life, a greater world later. An example of this might be something that tastes very good right now at the moment, but poisons your body, dilutes your energy, and therefore affects your quality of life in the future. The self-respect to feed your body and mind with the right amount of nutrients is the key to success. To never let anything in your body, mind or spirit that you wouldn't want in a loved one. To only accept things in your body, mind and spirit that enhance your life and not drain the quality of it. So my dear students, let's now watch a video associated with this.
I like being you, said the reflection in the mirror. To me, you are perfectly perfect. I blushed. Me? Yes, you. And by the way, you have wonderful eyes. I blinked, astonished. I do? Absolutely. They sparkle like stars on the darkest of nights. I gazed downward. Thank you. Your eyes sparkle too. Sweet of you to say. You have a marvelous voice. I gently whispered, You really think so? Of course. You sound as joyous as a songbird, whistling in the trees. And you have a magnificent smile. I sheepishly grinned. Well, Mama always says, start every day with a smile. I agree. Your smile is as bright and cheerful as the sun in the sky. And you are quite smart. I took a step towards the mirror. I do try very hard. You sure do. You're as brilliant as a rocket scientist. I like that you are friendly. I leaned in closer. It's very important to be nice, you know. It sure is. You're as peaceful as a butterfly. And you have a lot of courage. I raised my head high. I auditioned for the school play today. Outstanding. You're as brave as a lion. You're a fantastic dancer. I spread my arms wide. Watch how fast I can twirl. Around and around I went. Amazing. You're as graceful as a dolphin gliding through the sea. I plopped on the ground, giggling as the room playfully spun around. And you have a terrific laugh. Thank you very much. Your chuckle fills the air with bubbly joy. But most of all, I like your heart. Your kindness is as beautiful as a rainbow. I stood up and walked towards the mirror. To me, you are perfectly perfect. I gently pressed my hands against the glass. I like being you. We smiled in unison. I like being you too. I want to be you forever.
Show the world how amazing your life can be when you dedicate yourself to self-development. Developing yourself in all areas every single day. For example, reading, learning, listening, and applying. Small steps every day, knowing that when you keep growing, keep moving forward, eventually you will look back with pride in amazement at how far you have come, and self-love. Your life can be magical when you can look in the mirror and genuinely love the person staring back at you. When you can look in the mirror with pride, with zero sense of comparison with another, just with love and respect, knowing how far you have come and feeling blessed to be alive. Feeling blessed to have the opportunity to set an example this day. Don't take your old self from last year into this year. Learn the lessons and focus on creating this new self.
Set a new standard for your life and commit to make this journey your best journey. Create a daily plan to work on yourself. Lock in time every single day, the most important time of your day that is unbreakable. No one can take this time away from you. No appointments, no work, no social media, and nothing. This is your time, and it is absolutely more important than anything. It's time to step into a new you, my dear students, a new self. And it's not just for you, it's for the entire world.